let's talk about it. Hey guys, I brought out a light, a mic. In case this isn't, I'm not actually using this mic. This will all look pretty stupid, but I have a fan in the background. It's really hot. I'm also wearing a jacket. I even brought out the wardrobe department. I look like a sweat. Anyways, but yeah, as you can tell by the title of this video today, we are going to be discussing what happened in 2023. And for that, I wish I had like a little table I could prop this up with, so that way it would stay here. I might, is this gonna be tall enough? I mean, I think it's gonna pick up my voice, but it's not aesthetically what I want. Thank you so much to STP Tire Inflator and my father for providing. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about. I have some notes that I had written down, because the original plan was that I was gonna film this on the cruise. So I was gonna go and go around the ship and do, I usually do different little places, but that never actually ended up happening because I chickened out. That's literally the only reason why. To get the big question out of the way, why haven't I uploaded? The answer to this question is both more complicated yet more simple than you would think. It's a combination of me being busy, but also me having too much time, but also having all this content already filmed and not wanting to edit it. So let's dive into that. I have a lot of videos. I technically never stopped filming any videos during this time. I still filmed a lot of reaction videos, and like I have mentioned in previous reactions, I have so many reaction videos from literally back in 2021, 22, 23 that I just never edited and uploaded because I just never got around to it. That I'm not gonna upload now, but I still know that I have, it's that sort of stuff. And what I think has happened is just that, not that I've bitten off more than I can chew, because again, this isn't my job. I wish it could be one day, but it's not. What I think happened was I filmed too much. So I have reaction videos, I have vlogs, and I started filming one structured video, which was my cleaning video, and I was gonna make it two because I was gonna make my Valentine's Day dinner a separate video, but that didn't end up even happening. So in terms of reactions, I deprive myself of listening to new music so that I can react to it, but then I just don't post the reaction video, which is dumb, but it is what it is at this point. And regarding filming too much for vlogs, I have so many vlogs that I just have not edited and uploaded, and they're nicer vlogs because they were filmed on this camera and not just my phone, and I just haven't uploaded them. I have the Brave Girls vlog from back in 2022. I have the back in 2022 after Brave Girls, I have the Blackpink and ITZY vlogs that might even be rolled into one, just separating the concert footage into two videos from those 3 times that I went to Atlanta, because in 2022 I went in February for twice, in July for Brave Girls, and in November after I got out of the hospital for Blackpink and ITZY. Last year in 2023, I went to Georgia in May for Mamamoo, July for Twice, September for 5 Seconds of Summer, and in December/January for Christmas. So I have 3 vlogs from 2022, and then I have Mamamoo, Twice, 5 Seconds of Summer, and the entirety of Christmas. So that's 7 vlogs. I also have one from Miyasara's birthday that we did. We stayed over at an Airbnb and we did all of that. I sort of filmed when I stayed at an Airbnb with my friends. So that's like 10 vlogs that I just never have edited. And partially the Brave Girls one was that I misplaced the footage. It's on my PC and I thought it was on my MacBook when it wasn't. And so I have all this footage just sitting there, and at first my problem was that I didn't have enough time to edit them. So I'll go more in depth into this bit in 2023, but from all of 2023 I was really busy with work. Like I was essentially working full-time without any other benefits, and we'll talk about that later. But I was just really busy, and so when I would get home, to defend myself a little bit, even though I don't think that you guys are actually going to engage with this video in any way, this is literally just for my comfort. I can recognize that a lot of people can work a full-time job and make YouTube videos. However, I was one of those people that thought, hey, like that's stupid. Why are you taking like a break, or why aren't you uploading? It's not that hard. Because back when I was in like middle school and high school, I used to be able to crank out sometimes 2 to 3 videos a week and study and do all my schoolwork, and everything was fine. But the difference between that and working at least the job that I worked in, the food/service industry, was that I didn't have a consistent schedule, and that was so draining. So fucking draining. Like I'll delve into that more as to what happened in 2023, but sometimes if you've worked a food job, you know, sometimes you gotta I don't know what the trendy term is called. It's a like clopening, or I don't know, when you close and then you open. That would happen way too fucking often. I would leave around like 11, sometimes 11:30. I'd get to my car and then I'd get home at like midnight, sometimes 12:30, and just be tired as hell to then wake up and go in early next morning. That's a lot. And so the little bit of time that I would have, I would not want to spend it editing a video. I would want to spend it either with my friends or just doing nothing, like absolutely nothing. And so that sort of added to my not really wanting to edit videos. In addition to that, in July, I started a second job. So then I have 2 jobs. So the second job was truly more of like a side hustle thing in the beginning, where I'd go like maybe once or twice a month, and then slowly it became like once a week. But then I kind of just, when December came, when I went on vacation, I sort of just like shut down, and I didn't really want to do anything. And sort of when I came back from vacation, things didn't turn out how I thought they were going to. I keep saying I'll get into that, but I will get into that later. So I didn't really have enough time to do everything that I wanted to do, which is why I just got around to uploading the what I got for Christmas video a few days ago. It was yesterday for me, so I don't know when I'm actually gonna get around to posting this video, but it's fucking March. It's like, that's from December. And so I'm slowly playing catch up, and this year there are some things happening that I do want to film, but I want to be caught up. So that leads me to the last bit of this question. I'm gonna try really hard, really hard, to be able to make and carve out the time to be able to edit and upload that back catalog of videos that I have. Part of dealing with that is that in this video, probably closer to the end, I am, at least the plan is, going to insert random phone footage that I have on my phone from different times and different other vlogs. That also adding to the list of vlogs. I have a vlog from my first day of college, like 3 years ago, that I just never uploaded. I also have a vlog of like a day in my life in college that I never uploaded. That one's like fully edited. The other one I just have the footage for. Like the random day in my life is fully edited. I might ask my friends if they're comfortable with me posting it so that I can just get it off my hard drive. But it's a lot of things, but I truly want to make the commitment to myself, not to you, to myself, to be able to finish these videos and actually post them so that I can free up space in my computer, and also free up space in my mind, because that is another thing that has been taking a toll on me, is the fact that I keep filming videos, and in the back of my head I keep beating myself up over the fact that I know that I already have all these videos and I'm not getting around to editing them. What the fuck is happening? I don't know if you can hear that. So Winston's Alexa turned on. Oh, maybe it heard me saying computer, because that's how Winston's turns on. Oops, sorry girl. But that's back in his, that's all the way back there. Anyways, that's not important. Toll on me mentally. I keep beating myself up for that, but that's neither here nor there. So now let's talk about what happened in 2023. Now, let me corroborate something before So, 2023 was a very polarizing year, I'll say. There were a lot of ups and a lot of really low lows. Not as low as 2022, because I was literally hospitalized. But for 2023, I started off the year at my old job. Spoilers. Just living life, and I truly am grateful for 2023 because it made me a lot closer with my coworkers. One of them, Mariel, hello girl. I do not believe that you watch my videos, but in case that you ever see this, I love you so much. She did my nails, y'all. Like, isn't she so talented? She does my nails. Wow. But I got really close to her because she left for like a month, and it was so heartbreaking. But work-wise, 2023 was hell. Just point blank period, it was hell. If you worked with me during 2023, or if you're my friend and you heard me vent, it was a lot. A lot of things were going on in the workplace that just were not it. They really weren't. 2022 was like such a good beginning. I still had like rose tinted glasses about my job, about the people there. But 2023, girl, she really tested us. One of my ex-coworkers that I was sort of close with did some things. You know who you are, girl. I don't know if you watch my videos. And if you worked with us, you know. If you worked for the company, you know what I'm talking about. Se tenía que decir y se dijo, girl. And so that sort of really united us until something else sort of fucked us over. So in the work, let's speed it up a little bit. So I was fully going to quit in July, maybe even sooner. I was running numbers as to how much money I would have to save so that I could keep paying my bills, so like my car, my phone, my subscriptions, all of that, and still be able to afford the holiday trip. I was gonna have to save thousands of dollars, but my hatred and my discontentment, I do not know if that's a word, but my like anger and like uncomfortableness at work was reaching the level where I was willing to not spend money and just save everything to be able to quit. That's how far at my breaking point I was. And that is not even counting what happened. So, to not name any names, to make a long story short, personally, in my opinion, I feel like I was sort of robbed of an opportunity at work, which is something that happens all the time. And even though it sucks, it's something that happens and you move on and you grow and let go. However, I should have taken that slap in the face as a sign to go. And I didn't. I stayed for an extra 6 months, just tolerating this mistreatment of not just me, but my coworkers. So for a little bit more context, this would have been sort of like a supervisor position, like a team lead. And so I was told before the announcement was made public to our coworkers, my manager told me in private the decision that they had come to. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong, but if I was never in the running, or if I never truly had a chance, why would you take me to the sidebar? Like, why would we have a cute little conversation in the office where you told me that this is what was gonna happen? Because you knew it was a slap in the face. And so I never truly got to express to her how much that truly did hurt, because it really did feel like a backstab, oh, there's a truck, especially to the person that they gave it to, because this is a person that me and a lot of other coworkers helped train. So it was just like, whoa. And so after that, the reason why I said that work was so draining was because I am still fulfilling, technically, the role. I am still fulfilling the role without getting the pay or the authority, sort of, or the recognition, because I'm still in, after a lot of people quit, after my direct supervisor, I was the most senior one there who worked front of the house. So I already knew how to do everything. And a lot of my coworkers would come to me and ask me for help and how to do things. And I would obviously help them. I didn't really care. But it was really upsetting to see how, even though I was helping them and they were coming to me for help, this person would get upset at me for helping them, and they would sort of make backhanded comments about it. And to skip forward a little bit, I'm only telling you this because of the amount of people that have actually DM'd me or texted me being like, why don't you work there anymore? This is why. So when that happened, it was such a slap in the face that I did not think it was real. I couldn't fathom it. And then when the announcement happened, literally a lot of my coworkers were like, what the fuck? And everything just went downhill from there. He changed. The whole work dynamic really changed. We all started becoming much more uncomfortable, and that feeling of camaraderie or that feeling of family that we had was long gone. But instead of leaving, I decided to stay, because besides the fact that I had bills to pay, I also didn't want to leave my coworkers alone in that environment, since even though I was not their supervisor, I still did feel some sort of responsibility for them, I guess, because a lot of them did sort of look up to me, at least to what they have confided in me personally. Regardless of what happened, things just escalated really quickly, and I knew then and there that I was gonna have to quit. Another reason as to why I had to quit was this family vacation. When I spoke to my managers, they had told me that they could approve up to a whole month with my PTO, but because of their company policy, I would have to work the 1st of January, whether that be opening or closing. But I had to be there, and part of the whole trip was spending New Year's with them. Therefore, they couldn't approve my vacation, even though I had plenty of time to do it based on that one thing. So I was like, you're sort of twisting my arm here, because you're not really giving me an incentive to stay, but I can't really go yet. So I just had to stay strong and hold on. Then December came, and I knew things were just not gonna go swell. The person tried to give me a warnings. They ripped me up for something that just never happened. And mind you, for a few days actually, I didn't have to. They asked me, and I was the manager of the store on more than one occasion. So because of those days is why this situation arose. But they tried to write me up, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this shit. And so literally the next day I was free, and the next day was a Friday, which I had already planned on submitting my 2 weeks. But I was like, you know what? I'm giving you 1 week. Here you go. And that's it. And so I did the 1 week, but I did tell them, look, if for La Fiesta de San Sebastián you need people, you can count on me for that, because I do realize that you were not counting on me quitting, and I don't want to screw you guys over that bad. And so I quit my job. And that week before Christmas and during vacation was quite nerve-wracking. So the whole end of December, beginning of January was a sort of transition month for me, because I did not know what was going to happen. Because like I mentioned before, I started a side hustle back in July that gradually became more and more demanding, and it's a much better opportunity. And so in many occasions, my boss there wanted me to quit so that I could take on more responsibility over there, but I wasn't sure, and I kept like delaying it, and that sort of ended up screwing me over in the beginning. But now I was really worried about having work to come when I came back, and literally the second day after I landed, I had back to back work, which is great, and I'm truly blessed about that. And I'm in a much better position, both financially and mentally. I don't have to deal with that sort of workplace issue, at least not yet, because I haven't started in the office yet. I've mainly been doing sort of independent work, but because of that, I have been able to ease that financial stress that I had for a while, and be able to just be more comfortable. So besides work going south, I also lost / put some friendships on pause. And I think I addressed this in my previous like year recap video, but I took a pause from my friends. We sort of took a pause from each other, and now it's sort of a joke. I don't know if you've seen those TikToks or reels that it's like with that moment when you think about that one year when y'all didn't speak to each other and then went back to speaking like if nothing ever happened. So that really did happen to me and my group of friends. So I sort of stopped talking to this half of the friend group, and I became really close to this other half of the friend group. And so it was great because I was able to strengthen bonds with this group. But then when I eventually started talking to this group again, this group felt neglected, and it was like a lot. But friendship wise, it was a lot of ups and downs. And a lot of you also did ask. By a lot of you, I mean like 4 people, but those 4 people are people that know me in real life, and y'all are nosy, but so am I. And they were like, why aren't you friends with blank? Or why aren't you speaking to blank? Or why haven't you posted videos or photos with blank? And that's why we literally sort of stopped being friends. And back in September of last year, right? Back in September, I think. Yeah, back in September, I sort of took the leap, being like, hey, I don't want to lose this friendship. It's been so many years, and I don't want to lose you guys. Y'all are my family. And so whatever beef or whatever problems that we have, I think we can squash. So if you would like to go to dinner and talk about it, that's fine. I would love that. But if you also do not wish to be friends again, that's also a possibility. And so we sat down and talked about it, and now we are closer than we have ever been before. What else happened last year? Like I mentioned, I went to a lot of concerts, so I truly did have really high highs and some lows. I went to I was second row in Twice's Ready to Be concert in Atlanta, and it was so good. If I thought seeing Twice live back in 2022 was life-changing, seeing them again in 2023 was even more life-changing. Even though I feel I got scammed with my seats, because apparently we were supposed to be in front of the stage according to the chart, but we weren't. Whatever. Hearing them sing live and like the screen and being on the floor and being sound checked, it was amazing. If my work schedule wouldn't have been as strict as it is now, I would have tried to go to the Las Vegas one. I would have figured it out. But I hope that they do more tours, give us the Jonghyun solo. And so, give it here. And so, yeah, last year I went out with my friends a lot. I went out with my coworkers. I turned 20. I stopped being a teenager last year, which is crazy because I turned into a full legal adult this year, which is wild to me. But I'm just scrolling through my gallery to see if there's any other notable points. I did a lot of like little activities. Like I went and stayed at 2 different Airbnbs with my friends. We went to a haunted house. We went and did a lot of like cute little friendship things. And it sort of culminated with Christmas. Christmas was very special, both because of family and other reasons. I do not know if I'll ever truly be able to explain or express why. So I'll just let you think about that. If you know, you know. But being able to spend that time with my family was truly healing in some ways. I'll say some, because obviously we are still a family. We argue a lot. We don't all see things the same way. That's just how families work. But yeah, what other sections did I have? I had a predictions and hopes. We're already a quarter into the year. My only hopes is that I'm able to make it out of this year alive, and that I am able to grow in this new workspace that I'm in, because it truly has been life-changing. Because having people actually take me seriously as like an adult and as an equal is really weird, and it's something that I will have to get used to as I keep growing up. But right now I still feel like I'm some sort of kid that somehow snuck into this line of work, and so I'm trying to absorb every moment of it and trying to really take it all in. And so besides that, I really hope that this year is full of more adventures. I really hope that I'm able to do one particular thing. I'm not gonna say what it is because I do not want to jinx it, but if I'm not able to, I'll do it next year and that'll be fine. But I think that's it for my hopes and predictions. Let's talk about my Apple Music Wrapped, which is a new section for this. So, okay, this is from back in November. Back in November, it said that I had listened to 44,600 minutes of music. 432 artists, but one stood out, which was Twice, at 3,680 minutes. Out of 1,818 songs, my anthem was Moonlight Sunrise with 106 plays. My number one from 112 albums, the one that stayed in rotation was Ready to Be by Twice with 486 plays, and the genre that I came back to time and time again was K-pop. So that was my from back in November. So in December, that turned into 50,470 minutes, but my stats were still the same. My top artist was Twice, top album was Ready to Be, and my top song was Moonlight Sunrise. So my top songs were number 1, Moonlight Sunrise with 116 plays. Number 2 was Wallflower by Twice with 106 plays. Number 3 was Attitude by Fromis with 104. Number 4 was Love or Die by Vivis with 102 plays. Number 5 was Freedom by Girls' Generation with 99 plays. Number 6 was Be Mine by Stacy with 96 plays. And then number 7 through 10 were all twice. So Got the Thrills with 89, Set Me Free with 85, Set Me Free English version with 83, and Blame It On Me with 79. Number 11 was Crazy Stupid Love, also by Twice, with 76 plays. Number 12 was Roller Coaster by NMIX with 75 plays. Number 13 was Pull Up by Vivis with 73 plays. 14 was I Wanna Do by Stacey with 73 plays. And last but not least was Villain by Girls' Generation with 72 plays. My top albums were Ready to Be with 546 plays. Number 2 was Various, the third mini album by Vivis, with 278 plays. Number 3 was Unlock My World by From It's 9 with 272 plays. Number 4 was Teen Fresh by Stacey with 270 plays. Number 5, sort of shocked me a little bit, was Boa's Better, the 10th album, with 240 plays. Number 6 was LE SSERAFIM's Unforgiven with 223 plays. At number 7 with 219 plays, we have Sabrina Carpenter's Emails I Can't Send Forward. Number 8 was 5 Sauce 5 that I listened to preparing for the concert and after. Number 9 was Ives Ive by with 187 plays. Number 10 was Stamp On It, the first mini album by Got the Beat, with 170 plays. Number 11 was the River Festival 2022 Birthday by Red Velvet with 161 plays. Number 12 was the fourth mini album by Vivis with 145 plays. The one album that you guys didn't know that I listened to, but I did, was Jessica's Beep Beep. I think that's her 6th mini album or something, with 145 plays. Number 14 is Formula of Love, O plus T equals Love by Twice with 127 plays. And last but not least is Masterpiece by Misamo with 121 plays. So now we go to the nitty gritty, the artists. Number 1, Twice with a whopping 4,106 minutes. Number 2, and the gap is pretty big, Girls' Generation with 2,576 minutes. Number 3 is Red Velvet with 2,370 minutes. Number 4 is Vivis with 2,254 minutes. Number 5 is Stacey with 1,808 minutes. Number 6 was WJSN with 1,631 minutes. Number 7 is Boa with 1,543 minutes. Number 8 was Sabrina Carpenter with 1,538 minutes. Number 9 was LE SSERAFIM with 1,492 minutes. Number 10 is From It's 9 with 1,383 minutes. Number 11 is ITZY's 1,273 minutes. Number 12 is Ives 1,261 minutes. Number 13 is Got the Beat with 1,089 minutes. Number 14 is Kepler with 1,024 minutes. And last but not least is NMIX with 982 minutes, totaling a whopping 50,470 minutes. So what does that say about me? I like K-pop, Sabrina Carpenter, and the occasional 5 Sauce. I think that sums me up pretty good. And so the last section was supposed to be resolutions. So the only resolution that I always have is like, lose weight, be active, yeah. And I technically am sticking to that. Zoe and I are going to the gym every single day, 4 days a week, and we are planning on bumping that to 5. Is it true that we have had some weeks where we haven't gone? Yes, but it's the thought that counts. So we started going to the gym regularly. I've seen some changes. Hopefully we're going to get this summer body. And so I've started meal prepping, and these are things that I want to make videos about. Maybe not necessarily YouTube videos, but this year I really wanted to start making short form content, whether that be on shorts or on reels, because I don't have a TikTok yet. I'm sorry, little girl whose dad had cancer. I still have not made a TikTok. I really doubt that you still watch my videos, but if you do, I really hope that the cancer is gone and that everything is okay. Love you, girly, even though you were a little bit annoying, but you did say that you were 12, so right now you'd be like 14, so I don't know if you are able to understand that type of harassment. Anyways, so I do not have a TikTok account, and I want to say that I plan on getting one, but if I do get one, it will be for a video. That is for sure. So my other so like I was saying, I want to make short form content. I really want to make fashion videos. I love fashion. I love clothing. I love wearing clothes. I just don't necessarily like how I look inside clothes, but today I tried a little bit. I tried to give more vintage. I tried to give more retro. My hair I don't think is really giving, but you know what? It's cool. And don't look at the bottom half of my outfit because I'm literally wearing sweat shorts because it's hot. And I'm wearing a full-blown denim jacket, but anything for the aesthetic. And so, yeah, I want to do like other things. I'd love to do sort of gym content. I have no idea what I'm doing at the gym, but just cute little vlogs. But to sum everything up, I'm going to fucking sit down and edit the videos that I already have and upload them. Even if nobody sees them, I will get them out of my system. I have so many reaction videos that I might upload, I might not. I haven't decided yet. But after this video, I'm going to upload the Twice and Mix and Itzy reactions. I might just bulk upload those. But yeah, so that's sort of been my year. In recap, 2023 was a very important year in my life. It was a transitional year, even though most of the year was spent stuck in the same place, both physically and mentally. Right now, I want to make this year the year of growth, of spreading my wings, not necessarily in the sense of like moving out or anything. We're not there yet, but I do want to do more things this year, be able to use my time more wisely, but also I really want to keep seeing my friends. I want this year to be one of the good ones. And so far, so good. We're already a quarter into the year and nothing bad, remarkably bad has happened to me. Knock on wood. But yeah, if you were in any way, shape, or form curious as to my year, here you go. This is mainly just, again, for continuity, just so that I can feel at peace knowing. So, really briefly before I go, what can you expect? Expect nothing, but like I mentioned, I want to upload those videos. I also want to upload more, but I also want to sort of change my content a little bit. There are certain hobbies that I would like to take on, and I would like to document those with you. So whether that be fashion, or I'd love to learn how to sew. I don't think that's going to be a this year thing. I want to learn how I want to upcycle different things like furniture and do all these stuff that I had planned like 2 years ago. But this year I actually have the resources to make that happen, aka the money to do it. So I want to do that. I obviously love to travel. I'd love to do all of these things. But in the coming weeks, be on the lookout for those reaction videos, and then I'll start trickling out my other vlogs. Maybe not in order. They might follow some sort of structure, but depending on how long it takes is the video that I might upload. But yeah, I want to take you with me to do some of my important adult decisions this year. And so I hope that you'll be down for the ride, and hopefully I will speak to you again soon, but I will speak to you at the end of this year having met those goals. So I hope that by December comes, I'll be skinnier, I'll be happy, I'll be in an even better place than I am now. But to be able to build the future that I want, that you want, that we all collectively want, it starts with doing things today. So after I finish filming this video, I'm gonna go eat my chicken breast and green beans so that we can get snatched for the summer. And if you haven't yet, drink water. Tell somebody that you love them. Tell somebody that you love them. And just take it one day at a time. That's what I'm gonna try to do. That's what I'm gonna try to live by, and hopefully that'll be good enough. So thank you guys so very much for watching and continuing to support me through thick and thin. My videos have still been getting views while I haven't been uploading, which is crazy, but moving forward, I plan on being more consistent. I'm going to try my hardest. And with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. Tell me in the comments down below, what was your year like? Did you have any life-changing experiences? Also, how are we feeling about the mic setup and the angle and everything? Like, are we liking it? Do we like this sort of sit down video? Because I mentioned last year, I believe, that I wanted to do more video, that I wanted to do video essays, period. And the first one that I'm ever gonna do is the Itsy video. I am working on that actively. I just can't upload it until Leah's back, or if God forbid. But anyways, this is getting really long, and so remember that I love you guys so much, and I will see you again hopefully very, very soon, sooner than you might expect. Bye. Do you miss when I used to make sort of ASMR videos? Should I make more of them? What the fuck is wrong with me? Bye.